Court does call the case, People versus Leo Stringa.
Before the judge even speaks, you can feel the tension in this courtroom. Every day across America, real people step into courtrooms like this, some to seek justice, others to face it. But what you're about to witness isn't just another routine docket. This is Judge Simpson's courtroom, where order meets chaos, and every case tells a story about consequences, accountability, and sometimes redemption. Today's session starts with multiple defendants who either didn't show up or are standing at the edge of a second chance. Notice the calm precision in the judge's tone. It's the kind of discipline that can only come from years of hearing excuses, remorse, and raw emotion. From bench warrants to suspended jail time, you're about to see how quickly a judge can pivot between mercy and law. So stay sharp, because every case here will pull you deeper into the reality of justice, one decision at a time.
Public Defender Natalie P., who I do not believe is present. I do not have a reason or an explanation for his failure to appear. I did leave a voicemail message to the numbers that I had for him. I do not know where he is today.
Krishna, on behalf of probation, given that Mr. Stringa is not present, violation status, up for the court for a violation hearing, probation's requesting a bench warrant.
Bench warrants will issue for the defendant's failure to appear in each of these matters. Bond is set in the amount of $25,000. I'll give a 10% privilege on each case. Those warrants will issue immediately. That one was already in warrant status. Maybe not.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Quit burning stuff. Court. Allegedly. Court calls the case People versus, is it Prithvi Krishna?
It is, Your Honor. Or Your Honor, Dan Garrett on behalf of Mr. Krishna.
All right, very good.
Are there co-defendants you want to do them at the same time? One at a time here.
Why don't we do them one at a time?
Sounds great. Your Honor, Mr. Krishna and I have reviewed the pre-sentence report. There are no factual corrections. I'm ready to address the recommendation.
Go ahead, sir.
In short, Your Honor, I'm asking you to follow it. I believe it's appropriate. As the probation department indicated, Your Honor, my client is leaving back to India probably imminently.
I have booked my tickets on 31st of December.
He is prepared to pay his fines and costs. He is already unsafe.
Here's where it gets interesting. This defendant, Krishna, is preparing to leave the country, yet the court still holds him accountable for every cent. That tells you something about how justice travels. It doesn't care where you're flying next. Notice how his lawyer keeps it professional. He's ready to pay today. That's crucial. Judges like Simpson appreciate responsibility, even in exit. But here's the twist. The man admits guilt, yet walks out with suspended jail time. Why? Because he followed procedure, paid fines, and completed mandatory education. It's a clean close. But don't miss the subtext. This is what compliance buys you: leniency. If you're wondering whether privilege plays a role in such outcomes, that's a fair question. Would an ordinary person get the same treatment? Let me know your thoughts. Should early compliance reduce punishment, or should the penalty stay firm no matter what?
Sir, anything you want to tell me before I impose sentence?
No, thank you so much.
All right. On count 2 in this case, the possession under the influence, $555 fines and court costs has to be paid today. You're to complete a gun safety class that has been completed. I'll order 93 days in jail suspended. On count 3, $455 fines and court costs, the reckless use, that's to be paid today. 90 days in jail is suspended. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case People versus Gayatri Pungali.
It is, Your Honor, and good morning. Dan Garrett on behalf of Ms. Pungali. Can you state your name to the judge, please?
Gayatri Pungali, sir.
Okay.
Your Honor, we're here for sentencing. We've reviewed the report. I will simply ask for the same I did on the other case. She too has completed a safety course. She too could pay her fines and costs up front.
All right. Ma'am, is there anything you want to tell the court before I impose sentence?
No, sir. Thank you.
All right. On count 1, the reckless use, $455 fines and court costs. You had a completed gun safety class that has been completed. I'll order 90 days in jail. Those fines and costs are due and payable today. On the count 2, possession under the influence. I remember taking the pleas on these. Whose weapon was it?
The neighbors, co-defendants.
And your Honor, the weapon was forfeited in his case,
In the
the
neighbor,
co-defendant's case,
in the co-defendant's case.
not him.
Yeah, the other.
That's
Right.
Man, when I took your plea, why'd you fire the gun?
After that question, everything slows down. You can almost feel the courtroom waiting for an answer that will decide tone and consequence. The defendant's story reveals classic peer influence and ignorance of the law. He said it was legal. That excuse never holds up, yet it repeats in courtroom after courtroom. What stands out here is how Judge Simpson listens, not to condemn, but to educate. His curiosity about the weapon and the motive shows an experienced mind dissecting truth from panic. She admits to curiosity, and he recognizes it. That moment transforms judgment into understanding. Still, ignorance doesn't erase responsibility. This is where empathy meets accountability, an essential balance in justice. It's a reminder that gun laws exist for a reason. Quick question, do you think her honesty helped reduce her penalty? Or should the system stay strict regardless of intent? Drop your thoughts below.
Actually, we don't know that we are going for shooting. He told us just we are going for a campaign, fight campaign. So we go there. After that, he told us, I have a guns. I will show you how to shoot. Then we said, is it legal? He didn't. He just tell us, yes, it's legal. On that time, I don't think so. After we also knew that after we done our gun course, it is illegal.
I don't consider myself an expert on guns, but I can. Had you ever shot a firearm before?
No, sir. With his help, not I. I didn't do it myself,
Right.
but I did with his help.
But you. Yeah. All right.
And I'm really sorry about that.
No, it just seemed to me to be one of those curiosity things more than anything. So on the count 2, the possession under the influence, and I'll do it on that charge. I'm gonna reduce the fine to $125 fines and costs. 93 days in jail, that's payable today.
When the judge finalizes that reduced fine, you're witnessing a quiet act of proportional justice. $120 in suspended jail time, small details that signal fairness rather than force. It's not about crushing defendants, it's about correction. And pay attention to how smoothly this courtroom runs. Judge Simpson doesn't waste time. Each sentence, each order flows like a system that's seen every possible mistake before. This kind of efficiency is rare. It shows mastery. But here's the emotional twist. The defendant's apology felt genuine, and that made all the difference. In court, sincerity is a kind of currency. You can't fake it, not with a judge who reads faces for a living. She walks out lighter, not just legally, but emotionally. Sometimes justice means learning the hard way and walking out wiser.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Court calls case People versus Michael Rohane.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate on behalf of Mr. Rohane, who I do not believe is present, Your Honor. The number I did most recently have for him and was in contact with him on prior is now disconnected. I did send him an email, but unfortunately we were not successful in touching base. I do not have an explanation for his failure here. Request an adjournment.
Teresa Clare on behalf of the Honor, given that Mr. Rohane was scheduled before the court for violation of probation hearings in both matters, and is non-compliant with all terms and has several outstanding bench warrants. Probation is requesting a bench warrant for his failure to appear.
Bench warrants will issue for the defendant's failure to appear. Bond will be set in the amount of $25,000. I'll give a 10% privilege on each case. Those warrants will issue immediately.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case, People versus Martel Williams.
This is the public defender Natalie Pate on behalf of Mr. Williams. Your Honor, who I do not believe is present today, but actually I did speak with him yesterday and did expect him to be here. We had an actual quite productive conversation. Honestly, very frank, honest.
You are having quite that day.
I am, but this one, Mr. Williams, I did truly expect to be here. So to that end, I do not have an explanation for his failure to appear. For the record, I'd ask for an adjournment, but I do understand that there was a jail recommendation, which Mr. Williams said as well. But I would, yeah, sorry.
Teresa Claire on behalf of probation. Remember, I also spoke with Mr. Williams yesterday. He was aware that he needed to attend today's hearing and, get into some compliance. I would assume that's probably why he's not here today. Since he's not probation.
Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond $25,000. I'll give a 10% privilege at this time, but that warrant will issue immediately. Everybody got to talk to him but me.
This line sums up the humor and irony that make Judge Simpson's courtroom so watchable. Even in the middle of chaos, missing defendants, bench warrants, confusion, he finds levity. But don't mistake humor for leniency. Every failure to appear leads to a $25,000 bond and an immediate warrant. That's consistent enforcement, not a pattern of punishment. The real takeaway is courtroom fatigue. Judges deal with repeat absences daily. Think about how much time, paperwork, and taxpayer costs that consumes. Simpson's dry wit masks frustration. He's enforcing the law while keeping human composure intact. This is what makes his style distinct, firm, but relatable. What do you think? Should judges keep it light like this to diffuse tension or stay strictly formal in every situation?
Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't understand. Court calls case, People versus Erica Torres.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, ma'am. It's okay. Go ahead.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Miss Erica Torres. Ma'am, can you please state your full name for the record?
Erica Ann Torres.
She was trying to before you interrupted her.
I bet she was.
Then it was that. Don't worry, Miss Torres. Miss Pate is so happy to see you because she's had a day where people haven't been here. So
I'm here.
I knew she would be here. Miss Torres is great. She's very communicative and really on top of things.
what's that Toledo thing?
Oh, it's for UT. It's University of Toledo. Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
It's the college. It's really warm.
I know where. Yeah, I know what it is. I didn't just crawl out from a rock. So why are you in Toledo?
Now we hit one of those unexpectedly human moments. The judge and defendant drift into small talk, Toledo, college life, and personal history. But beneath that friendly tone lies a subtle vetting process. He's confirming identity, residence, and credibility, all wrapped in humor. This is courtroom psychology at work, keeping defendants comfortable while assessing honesty. Judge Simpson's ability to disarm tension turns this interaction from intimidating to conversational. It's a skill honed by experience, building trust while maintaining control. And when he jokes, "I won't hold that against you," he's reinforcing that this is still his courtroom, his rules. But he's willing to meet people where they are. It's justice with humanity intact. Would more empathy like this improve our courts or risk weakening authority?
Yeah, I reside in Toledo, Ohio.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Okay. Does she? Yeah. No, hold it. I got a different address. I got a Detroit address. Why'd she go south of the border? For school?
So I was living in Detroit at that time. I was living, I think, with my grandma. Back then it was a little blur. So
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
I'm
But
from
now she's
Toledo.
been,
Yeah.
you're from Toledo.
Yes.
Okay. I won't hold that against you. Okay, let's go. What are we doing?
Thank you, Your Honor. Today's the date and time set for sentencing. My client and I have had the opportunity to review the PSIR, and we have no changes or corrections to it, and would respectfully request that the court adopt probation's recommendation.
All right.
And Teresa Blair on behalf of probation. Your Honor, as the court can see, probation did recommend statements and credit for time served,
Yeah.
a reduced time served. Ms. Torres has come a really long way from when I spoke with her with completing the PSI. I can let Ms. Torres explain to you her journey that she's had, but she's doing really well. She's been sober for over a year now. She completed a correctional treatment program. She's been in sober living and she's been doing very well. I don't know if Ms. Torres would like to elaborate, but that is based, that reflects my recommendation to the court.
Thank you.
What do you want to tell me, Ms. Torres?
So when I committed this crime, I was like in a really bad addiction, and there's another case that I have that I might have to see you on. It might go the first time, but at the time of the like the crimes I committed, I was just, trying to pay for my drugs, and I was lost. Like I have kids, I didn't see them at the time, but like since going to jail and the judges out here in Toledo have helped me get into programs, like I completely changed my whole entire life. I learned from people, places, and things, and I've, gained a routine. I go to meetings. I work at Dave and Buster's. I'm just, just taking it day by day. So like I said, I really changed my life, and I do apologize for, causing havoc in the state of Michigan. I sincerely, genuinely would like to pay. I don't think I owe anything on this case, but I'm just trying to clean up the wreckage of my past for
Okay.
That's all.
Well, now I feel bad. She's welcome back across the border. She can come back into Michigan. God, I feel horrible. But you've been sober for a year.
Yep, 13 months. Yep.
Fantastic. How does it feel?
It feels great. Like my kids will be like, "Mom, you look like a mom again," and so it feels really good. So
this exchange between Judge Simpson and Erica Torres is the heart of today's docket. A year of sobriety, a mother rebuilding her life, and a judge who genuinely listens. It's a rare alignment of accountability and compassion. You can hear the shift from formal to emotional. Even the judge admits, "Now I feel bad." That's not weakness, that's humanity. Torres represents what the justice system hopes for: rehabilitation, not ruin. And when she says her kids told her she looks like a mom again, that's redemption in plain words. This courtroom becomes a place of transformation, not just punishment. The judge's acknowledgement, "You can come back into Michigan," isn't just permission, it's a symbolic welcome back into society. Viewers, what do you think? Is this proof the system can heal, or just a lucky break in an otherwise rigid world?
Ow.
yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta feel good. That's gotta be that strange feeling of it feeling sort of hurtful because of what I did, but feeling good that I'm back.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It was really good.
Oh, all right. Actually, I knew a little bit of your history before I actually called the case, and Miss Blair said so.
Yeah.
You, all right, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Sent to the court, $125 state minimums, and then I'll order 93 days in jail. Credit 63 served. Then you're done. All right, young lady. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Is
you.
that it for that block?
That is it for one.
Okay.
I have one quick question. Do I have to make a
Oh
payment?
boy, now she's got a question. We do all that. Now she's got. Go ahead, Ms. Torres. What now?
I'm sorry. Do I have to pay online, or when do I have the time for him to pay it?
There's state minimums. I'm gonna call Miss Polera. I know it. She'll talk to you about that. Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're not in any trouble. Just call Miss Polera about that.
All right. Thank you.
She'll explain that to you.
Okay. All right.
All right. Any other questions
No,
before
that's
I
it.
try to
That's
take a
all. We're
recess?
good.
No. Are you
I'm
sure?
good.
All right. She's good. All right.
Bye.
Thank you, Miss Torres.
Yeah. Bye.
14 stands in recess. Court calls the case of the People versus Kimberly Casten Holtz. Oh, there she is. She is. Hello. What's your
Morning,
name?
Your Honor. Kimberly Casten.
All right. Go ahead.
Teresa Clara on behalf of probation. Your Honor, Ms. Casten is before the court for a status review hearing. As the court was aware, Ms. Casten did have a relapse earlier this year in March. That incident has now been processed through, and she does have a pending case resulting from that at the 15th District Court. That's a prohibited use of a chemical agent. She is scheduled for a pretrial in that matter on December 18th. Ms. Casten has been in programming. She's been reporting. She did have an incident with her CCOP program, which created her to have to restart because she had some positive THC tests July 25th, August 19th, and August 22nd. I know that the facilitator of the program there, and also myself, did have a conversation with her about her positive drug screens. They did require that she go out of that CCOP program, and then she had a surgery and was out, and that she had to continue testing with negative tests before they would let her back into the program. She's now back into the program and is attending and compliant with that. She still does have the balance of the $360 from the additional oversight fees that were charged when we extended. Given that she is still or now technically compliant, probation is asking that we continue with her prosecutor deferred sentence at this time, that she make a $90 payment. Can you do that today, Ms. Casten?
Absolutely.
Today, and then $90 per month, and that the court schedule another status review hearing on January 29, 2025 at 1 p.m. So we can keep track of what's happening with that other case.
All right. Ms. Casten, anything you want to tell me, ma'am?
Can I pay for everything all at once instead of doing a payment plan? Yeah.
You got it all today?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't like owing people money, so if I could just take care of it all at once, that'd be great.
This moment with Kimberly Casten might seem simple, just a payment discussion, but it's more than that. It's about integrity. She chooses to pay everything immediately, not because she has to, but because she wants closure. That speaks volumes about accountability. Then comes her gratitude, a rare moment where a defendant thanks not just the judge, but the entire court staff. Judge Simpson's response is telling. I'm glad you're here too. This is mutual respect in action. Courtrooms often carry tension, but here it feels like resolution. Notice how everyone, probation officers, judge, defendant, works in sync toward progress. That's what reform looks like, not fear, but cooperation. And the judge's reminder, life is grand, you just have to live it the right way. Hits like quiet wisdom at the end of a storm.
All right. Then you're going to pay the whole $360 today?
Sure.
Okay. Let's do
Is that just at the window out
Yeah,
front?
out front. You'll be able to do that.
Okay. And I just wanted to say that I feel very blessed to have Ms. Polera and Elin, and also you as the judge for all of this. I'm just very grateful that I landed here.
Ms. Casten, you may not believe this. I'm glad you hit here too. And I appreciate you saying that about my staff, Elin and Ms. Polera, because they do a work that it's unsurpassed in terms of the effort that they put forth and the care that they have for the people that are before us. So I appreciate acknowledging that on their behalf. How are things going for you?
Actually really well now that I can get my foot back into a regular shoe, I think in January. So I'm continuing physical therapy on my end, and I really enjoy the Dawn Farms class, and I have a sponsor. I've been going to a meeting a day at least, and feel like I'm really getting connected back in the 12-step program. So it's good. Life is good.
All right. So I always try to tell people life is grand. You just have to find a way to live it the right way, right?
I'll step out of my own way sometimes.
We all have to do that in our own way. All right. I will continue the prosecutor's deferred sentence. He's going to pay the $360 today. I'll set the next status conference review hearing for January 29, 2025 at 1 p.m. All right.
Yep, thank you very much.
Have a great holiday.
As the courtroom wraps up, what we've seen today is a rare spectrum of justice. From absent defendants facing bench warrants to redeemed individuals reclaiming control of their lives, Judge Simpson has balanced law with empathy. Each ruling reflected a consistent principle: responsibility earns mercy. Whether it's financial fines, suspended sentences, or second chances, every case carried its own moral echo. What stands out is how this courtroom feels alive, tense, unpredictable, but profoundly human. The lessons are clear. Show up, own your mistakes, and respect the process. Justice, after all, isn't about perfection. It's about progress. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.